Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position. As they get it up past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go, go, go. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Deuce, 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 deuce. Yes, yes. Kill, 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 kill. Ready, ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
64, weak. Switch. Check 43.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Oh, here we go. Oh, kill, kill, kill. Turn it.
Greystone, Travis.
Turn up. No, no, no. Off. Check.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson now. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DJ Chark. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now a play fake here on first down. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I'm here all day. Recon, 132 fighter. 58's the money. 58. Hey, Echo.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
5.
2nd and 11. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Cut.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
6-6, bullet high. 36. Smith. Hey, lock it. Now.
2nd and 2. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays in the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean. They can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
Look, squeeze. Check. Hey, alert 3. Go.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 10-2, sir. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Kill, kill, kill. Ready, ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Alert flare, flare, flare. Begin.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Charlie. 29 is Mike 29. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 29 is Mike 29. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Go. 29 is Mike 29. Hey, check. Hard. Switch it.
They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Check. Hey, Haywood. 29 is Mike 29. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
X3, 218, chop it. Switch. Gone. Tighten up. Let's go.
Back to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
That's track. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Shoot. He's coming.
They'll try the left side. Best. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll keep it on the ground. Best. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 59.
From the 41, Jackson steps away to his left. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready. 30 base. Look at me.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Check 99, check 99. Hey, watch it, watch it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
59 Mike. Check, 59. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. And this one's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now it's Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson, being chased out left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check, 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 check.
Jackson on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down. Back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Myles Garrett, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pryor has it complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check three, check three, check three. Check it back, check it back.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Hey, exit.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Check.
Fair.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Switch.
General West.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Hey, Alpha.
58 to Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Ready.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Check 24. Watch out.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. And to give this time to the tailback. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Browns, the win will be their 12th now.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love it.